Several years ago, out of the generosity of Dr. Magid Abugarbia, who now serves as our Associate Dean for Research and is Director of the Mulder Center, Dr. Abugarbia established a valedictorian award in remembrance of his own academic achievements and of the fact that he was the valedictorian of his class and how that award inspired him to pursue greater accomplishments in his career. So Dr. Abugarbia will provide his valedictorian award to Sean McGonigal.
It's my great pleasure to present it to Sean McGonigal, valedictorian award, and congratulations and best wishes to all.
Parents and professors, colleagues and classmates, it truly is an honor to be standing before you today. This has been a very long journey for all of us, even though none of us can say it went exactly as we thought it would. I think we can all say we're better off because of it. We've all learned so much over these past 4 years, probably more than any of us realize. So I'd like to take the brief time I've been given today to share some of the most important things I personally have learned. Things you won't find in any textbook. First and foremost, I would say the most important thing I learned this past year in rotations is that we still have a lot to learn. I know none of us want to admit it, having covered as much material as we have, but just ask any professor or either one of your parents, you'll find that everything we've had so far is only the beginning. There's a whole world of pharmacy knowledge out there, and we've only scratched its surface. As we begin our careers as pharmacists, we'll learn something new every single day, and we'll be better pharmacists because of it. Never forget, the learning doesn't stop just because we're not sitting in a classroom anymore. The next lesson I'd like to discuss is that nobody else knows what we know. Yes, doctors have a great deal of training, and a nurse with 20 years experience knows a lot about patient care, but they don't know what we know. The physician who prescribed 1/2 teaspoonful of morphine oil concentrate instead of 1/2 milliliter would have given his patient 50 milligrams of morphine when he wanted him to receive 10 milligrams. For those of you non-healthcare professionals, that would have been bad. He didn't know that a teaspoonful and a milliliter weren't the same thing, but I did. And that patient could have died if I hadn't caught that. That's why we're important. Not just because we're often the last line of defense against medical errors, but because nobody else knows what we know. That's why we matter. As pharmacists, we do a job where lives are on the line. But despite that, we can never forget to have confidence in ourselves. Everyone here has worked with that pharmacist who has to check everything 5 times and then a 6th just to be safe before signing off on it. We're going to be pharmacists. If something is right, we know it's right. If something is wrong, we know it's wrong. Have enough faith in yourself to tell the patient, I'm giving you the right medication. I checked it myself. And have enough faith in yourself to call the doctor who has a national reputation to tell him you made a mistake. Because if you don't, who will? Believe in yourself. It will make you a better pharmacist and a better person. And finally, the one I've saved for last, because it really is the most important, is best illustrated with an example. I was working in a pharmacy one time, and a man brings in a prescription for an Alzheimer's medication for his mother. I was about to fill it, and he said, you know, I don't know if she's even going to take this. The last thing we gave her made her worse. I don't know what's going on. So I said, all right, I'll put the prescription on file. If you need it, just let us know when we can fill it. And if you don't, we won't. He immediately took my hand and shook it and said, thank you. No part of this has been easy, but you just made that easy. And that's the most important lesson I want to pass on today. You never know how much what you do is going to affect someone. The littlest thing can make a big difference. When you're out working in a hospital or a CVS or the VA, never forget that. The littlest thing you do can make a real difference. Thank you, and congratulations.